It is Wednesday, May 20th. Getting a little bit of a slower start. So I'm filming the warm-up, little backwards sled walking. Today is shoulders, mainly shoulders. So starting off with our quote-unquote warm-up. So we'll do every 3 minutes for 5 sets, 50 double unders, 8 bench press, dumbbell bench press, and then 10 handstand push-ups. I'm gonna try to do strict. I mean, they're gonna be pre-fatigued, right? I'm gonna try to do strict until I can't, and then I'll transfer over to kipping. Then we have some push jerk, split jerk, strict press, push press work. That's all weakness work for me. So I need to make sure I hit that with some intensity. And then we have a red workout today, which is max intensity, 8 bar facing burpees and max cal ski in a minute with a 2-minute rest, plenty of rest. The knee is not good. It can barely go to 90 degrees, probably not even 90 degrees, without sharp pain. What's weird is everything else feels fine. So walking feels good, which is good. Dip and drive out of it feels good. And I'm hoping that double unders feel good today. They have been. But yeah, once I get it past 90 degrees, it's really painful. So I saw the ortho on Monday. He's pretty sure it's meniscus, but I gotta play that insurance game. So I got an x-ray while I was there. And now I'm waiting. So this is Wednesday. Didn't hear from them on Monday, didn't hear from them on Tuesday. Waiting for them to call back saying that insurance has approved the MRI. I'll get the MRI and then try to get that scheduled as soon as possible. And then hopefully get this scoped. I'm thinking maybe, hopefully, it's just something is caught in the back there and they can go in and quickly remove it. That would be best case scenario. But time to hit this workout hard today. I can just do what I can do. And today's all shoulders, so no worry about the knee. Yeah, I gotta get my pressing strength / endurance better today. And so it's a good day for that.
It's Thursday and I'm swimming. Don't love swimming. In fact, I don't like it at all, which is why I need to do it. I need to do it more consistently. Try to get it in once a week, either Thursday or Sunday. The last couple of weeks been off just with semifinals, and then we traveled for our anniversary. So I think it's been 3 weeks since I swam, but getting back into it today. Big day today. It's the senior's last day, and I have a daughter that's a senior. So that'll be a big day. Also getting my MRI today, so we'll see how that goes. I guess going back to the swimming, why I don't love it. It's a 30-minute drive to get here. So 30 minutes here and 30 minutes back. And so, leave early, come in here and swim. Not a great swimmer, but again, it's the chicken or the egg, right? So probably don't love swimming because I'm not good at it. The more consistently I get, the better I get at it. That's the key, right? Stay consistent. So that wasn't awesome. I think I was the 4th. I was doing 50s just on the 130, so relatively easy as far as swimming can go. And then on my fourth set, my knee caught. It's just angling and then moving on, kicking. And obviously I don't kick very much there on those, but just the torque, I think, about the angle and the kicking. So my knee caught like midway through a lap. Luckily I was still on a shallow end, so I was able to just kind of stop, turn on, walk back. That was a bummer. And so I was like, I'm just gonna leave, but I ended up getting a buoy and put that in between my legs, so that way I didn't kick at all, and I was able to finish my sets. But that's a bummer. It's tough to explain to people who haven't had a meniscus injury. Even with me, I had my knee scoped 5 years ago, 6 years ago, just because of degenerative. I tore my ACL in '97 and had surgery then, so it had been a long time, and so I got it scoped, and that was great. Like, that helped me out a ton with training. That was actually when I could start training pain-free for the first time since I could remember. But I never had the catch or the clicking or the whatever. And so, but now I do. Now whatever I have it's doing that. So this one, it catches. It's super painful for like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, then it kind of starts to go away once it comes back. But it's odd. It's weird to explain to people who haven't had it before. I know I never really got it until it happened to me, but that's a bummer. But good timing for the MRI today, and hopefully we can get some answers and then get it scheduled to get it fixed here relatively soon.
It is Friday, May 22nd. Got the MRI. Yesterday was a big day. So senior's last day. That was fun. Watching the kids go through. Got to watch the senior video, senior walkthrough, all that. In the middle of that, I was able to sneak in my MRI for 1:15. School gets out. Senior walkthrough is at around like 2:40. So I was worried about the time. I asked the lady on the phone, hate to be a jerk, but do you know how much time it'll take? And I gave her the scenario as to why. So check-in was 1:15. They said the scan was at 1:45, and the scan would take 45 minutes. Put us at 2:30. So I was pushing the edge. I got there early. I got there like 1:05, and then they got me back early. They put the headphones on, listened to 80s music. So I was going to count how many songs there were so I could figure out where we were at. Figured 11 or 12 songs would get me to 45 minutes. And after the fourth song, during the fourth song cuts out, and I think, great, I'm going to be sitting here now for the next 35 minutes with no music. Guy comes over, then I'm worried that they're going to have to redo the scan. I was moving or something. I said, we're done. 10 minutes. Said the knee is actually the quickest one to do. So I was out. The scan was supposed to start at 1:45. I was out by 1:48, so that's pretty sweet. Now I have to wait for the doctor to get those results and then get the, hopefully, scope scheduled, and then that would be phenomenal to have. I need it before June 30th for insurance purposes. The knee feels not good right now. It feels the worst it's felt in maybe since I first heard it. And I don't know if that's because yesterday with the swimming, when I was kicking sideways, that caused a pretty big catch, and now it's just kind of inflamed or junky from that, but does not feel great today. Today's training, though, should not be bothered by that. I have to make a few adjustments. Number one is I'm not doing any of the squats, obviously. I'm not even going to do box squats today. Instead, and I'm also not going to be running, so we're going to substitute that with bike. So first part, some gymnastics, pulling endurance, ski into legless rope climbs. That's going to be sweet. We've got 4 sets of that. Then we're going to work on some power snatching. Again, it's supposed to be a power snatch and a squat snatch. I'm just going to do 2 power snatches. Not super heavy there, just kind of work on being snappy with those. And then I'm going to do the battery work for snatches as opposed to the squats. So the battery work is going to be every 2 minutes for 10 minutes, so 5 sets, 12 power snatches with 95. And the final workout is a pretty sweet workout, pretty cool workout.
So here we go. This workout was supposed to be an 800-meter run at the start and at the end, but I changed that out for the 2K bike. 30 alternate dumbbell snatches with a 70, and then 15 sandbag cleans. I'm adjusting the seat here at the end just because my knee up again at the top of that full flexion, I can still feel it, so I switched that out a little bit higher for the last bike. Snatches, I like dumbbell snatches. 70 is good for me, so I go 20 and 10 here. And I actually got, as you can see there at the end, it got rough. Those last time were pretty bad. So then I rested, and I did not know that I rested for 50 seconds, but I rested for 50 seconds. Sandbag cleans are normally my thing, but I was cooked after doing those 5 sets of 12 power snatches. That's a no rep. And then those 30 dumbbell snatches. I don't know if I would have broken up the 30 dumbbell snatches, if they would have made it a little bit easier, but I went 3, 2, 4. I'm doing 2 singles right now. I never do singles. And then, so at the end, I'm like, I just do them. So I finished, whoa, almost fell back there. So I finished the last 3. Rip the old knee sleeves down. Don't love biking or rowing with knee sleeves on, but I end up rowing this last piece pretty hard, and I'm smoked here by the end. This was a tough workout, well programmed. Definitely had some redundancy on the posterior chain.
It is Saturday, Memorial Day weekend, and we got a fun one ready to go. So, well, first of all, let's kick it off. Our staff's coming in for Murph today. We actually had some staff do it yesterday morning who couldn't make it today, and that's pretty awesome. We had professional development yesterday, and yet I think we had 5 staff members come in early in the morning and do Murph, and it was like 36 degrees out in the morning. So they did the run when it was pretty cold. That's awesome. We're gonna have probably 5 to 6 to 8 more come in this morning and do Murph, and that's awesome. So what I'm doing today is, I guess some fun work. But we start off full sun Saturdays here, and we've got an aggressive, I think it's going to be an aggressive time cap. We have 5 rounds of 6 ring muscle ups, 10 power cleans at 165, and then it's supposed to be a 200-meter run. I'm gonna do a 500-meter bike. Again, just can't run on the knee. Good news, I did get a call back from the hospital, but the orthopedics. I'm gonna get a phone call from the doctor because it's about an hour away. So a phone call from the doctor on Tuesday afternoon. They're not in business on Monday, Memorial Day. Tuesday afternoon to go over those, and hopefully I can get this scheduled. My knee is just feeling worse and worse and worse as we go. It's hard to explain, but now it's more like a junky feeling. Before it was more pain. I still get pain at the 90-degree angle, but now at all times now it feels like a swollen, junky, all of that. So I can still do this work, and in the moment it doesn't bother me. Again, it's just getting to that 90 degrees. So after that full send piece, we've got some quality work, some strength quality work, and some skills, looks like. So we're gonna be doing some bench. We're gonna be doing some heavy deadlifts, but low weight or low reps, and then handstand walk into wall walk. So that's gonna get the shoulders going. And then if I have time / energy, we have our red workout, and it's sprints on the Echo bike. So if I don't do that this morning, I will come back in the afternoon and do that. I'm gonna judge it by how my energy levels are during this, because I don't want, this is gonna tax me pretty good, and I don't wanna have terrible energy for when the staff comes in for Murph. I wanna be able to be pumped during that workout. So we'll see how I feel at that point. I did time this out so I would have a decent amount of rest time beforehand anyway. I already have my pre-warm-up clock going. So I think I've got it timed out well enough, but I'm not gonna risk it. If I'm already feeling gassed here, I will wait to do that second piece in the afternoon.
Here we go. This was a barn burner here. Starting off with 5 rounds, 6 ring muscle ups, 10 power cleans at 165. And then still can't do the run, so I did 500 meters on the bike. My plan here was to go unbroken on the ring muscle ups every round, and then obviously slow singles on the power cleans. The power cleans got really difficult. That was the tough part. And then I tried to recover on the bike, but still keep it within about a minute 10, and then walk right to the rings. That was my goal. Get off the bike, walk right to the rings, and keep those unbroken. I was able to do that, so really happy with that. But the power cleans just took out way more than what I thought. I think on like set 3, I took a lot of breaks in between. This one right here, I lost focus. So on my last one, when I came down, I landed on my knee wrong. And so it just caused another one of those catches. So that's disappointing. Again, the pain lasts for 10 to 15 seconds. You move it around and then it kind of dissipates, but it's just frustrating. So here we are with the power cleanser there. I took a chalk break in the middle of the 10. I did 5 and then chalked and then 10. I did not need the chalk. This is the last round here. I'm like, I'll take the grips off, and fingers just weren't working. But I tried to go faster here, so this was my fastest set of 10. I kind of dropped and just went right back to it. flashing the elbows. I don't know if I'm doing that long enough or not, but, and then this last bike, I pushed it pretty hard. It was definitely my fastest bike of all of them, which is what it should be. But yeah, whooped after this one. Those power cleans just really got to me. So again, one more conditioning piece making us 1% better every day.